Well, hello and welcome back to our channel. My name is Maria.
And I'm Leilani.
And I'm Granny Buns.
And I'm April.
And this is
While Drinking Wine. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, that's pretty good. I like that. That's really, really good. So what we are drinking today, this is the Coppola Rosso and Bianco Pinot Grigio. And thank you, April, for bringing this today, or bringing this with you. You will notice we do have a new person, April.
Hi.
And so April, how far did you drive to get here? She was here for Thanksgiving, so how far did you drive to get here?
So we drove almost 300 miles in from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Ooh.
Vegas, baby.
That's interesting. And what happened on the way there? You were telling us some stories.
Lots and lots of very aggressive big rig drivers. yes, that my husband tried desperately to avoid in our RV.
Yes.
Lots of fun.
But they made it, so
Yes,
we
they
are
went
so
down.
happy to have them here. And everyone knows my mom, Granny Buns.
Granny Buns.
Yes, yep. And how far did you drive?
I don't drive no more.
So we went and we got her and brought her down for Thanksgiving. So we're glad to have her here all of last week and all of this week coming up. So very excited about that. So Leilani, tell everybody what we are doing today.
Well, what's the next holiday that's coming up next is Christmas, right?
Yes.
So we thought it would be a great idea, since Granny Buns was here for Thanksgiving, to have her read you guys a little story, because December is now, right? I mean, we're into December, and so she's going to read Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's right. Exactly.
So yeah, we just thought we'd take advantage of her being here. And you ready to read us this story, Granny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and so she's actually going to have a little audience sitting around her, April's kids, Gavin and Kenzie. So we're going to welcome them up.
Okay. Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to read from a golden book, and it's going to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So let's get into it. It's adapted by Rick Brunson. Okay. Christmas time, was known as the North Pole, is a wonderful place where Santa Claus lives with Mrs. Claus, all the elves, and the flying reindeer that pulled Santa's sleigh every Christmas Eve. Nowadays, Christmas Town is a happy place. The elves make toys, the reindeers fly, but in the old days, everyone had to watch out for the abominable snowman. He was big and furry and hated anything having to do with Christmas. And he liked to eat the reindeer. All that started to change when Santa's lead reindeer, Donner, became a papa. "We'll call him Rudolph," said Donner, looking at his new son. Suddenly, Donner and Mrs. Donner saw a bright light. "He's got a shiny red nose," said Donner in surprise. "It even glows." Santa came to see the new arrival, but then he saw Rudolph's nose. "Let's hope this glowing stops if Rudolph wants to make my sleigh," Santa said. "We can't have any shiny nose flying in the sky." So the Donners put a little cover over Rudolph's nose. I think I'm a little dry. Okay, so let's see what happens. Soon it was time for the new fawns to go to the reindeer games. They would be inspected by Santa Claus, and he would choose the best reindeer for his team. At first, Rudolph felt shy, but soon he met a doe named Clarice. "I think you're cute," she told Rudolph. The coach arrived to teach the fawns what they needed to know to be on Santa's team. First, we'll learn to fly, he told them. You have to get up enough speed and jump into the wind. Rudolph was so excited about his new friend that he took off with a great whoosh, and he soared high over the heads of the reindeer and Santa too. But as all young reindeer continued to play, the cover popped off of Rudolph's nose. It glowed for all to see. At first, the other deer were frightened, but soon they began to laugh and call poor Rudolph names. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, they jeered. And the coach says, go on home. From now on, you can't join any reindeer games. Only Clarice did not laugh at Rudolph. Poor Rudolph, he wandered off alone. Soon he met an elf who was hiding in the woods. My name is Hermie, said the elf. I want to be a dentist, but right now I'm just an elf who doesn't belong. And the red-nosed reindeer sighed. The pair decided to be friends and to run away together. They hadn't wandered far when they heard a terrible roaring of the abominable snowman monster. It's my nose, said Rudolph. The monster sees it and is coming after us. I'm going to take a little drink. Okay. Rudolph and Hermie were saved by Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the north. Jump onto my sled, said Cornelius, and we'll run like crazy. But no matter how fast they went, the monsters stayed close behind them. Finally, they were trapped at the water's edge. Cornelius chopped the ice with his axe, and their friends floated safely away. They floated all night and landed on a strange island, where they were greeted by a puppet that sprang from a box. I'm the official sentry of the island, the Misfit Toys, said the puppet. My name is Charlie, and that's why I'm a misfit toy. No child wants to play with a Charlie in the box. Is that so? We want to travel with Santa Claus in his magic sleigh, the misfit doll. Otherwise, we'd miss all the fun with the boys and girls when Christmas Day arrives. The friends met an elephant with polka dots, a choo-choo train with square wheels, a water pistol that shot jelly, a bird that swam, a cowboy riding an ostrich, and a boat that couldn't float. We're misfits too, said Rudolph. Maybe we can stay here with you. But the king of the island only let them stay one night. This island is for toys alone, he said. A living creature cannot hide here, but you can help us. When you return to Christmas Town, tell Santa about these homeless toys. I'm sure he can find girls and boys who would be happy with them. A toy is never happy till it's loved by a child. One more drink. Okay. That night, while Hermie and Cornelius slept, Rudolph laid awake. My nose will only bring my friends more danger, he thought. I must go off on my own. But as he wandered alone in the snow, Rudolph realized that he couldn't run away from his troubles. Rudolph returned to the mainland and headed for Christmas Town. But first, he had to pass the cave of the abominable snow monster. As he did, Rudolph heard voices crying, "Help! Help!" Rudolph rushed inside. There was Rudolph's parents and Clarice. They had been searching for Rudolph and had been caught by the monster, who was about to devour Clarice. "Put her down!" Rudolph cried, butting the surprised monster with his little antlers. Just then, Hermie and Cornelius pulled up outside the cave. They had been following Rudolph's trail and knew he needed help. An abominable snow monster will never pass up a pork dinner, said Cornelius. "Hermie, you sit outside the cave and oink like a pig. When the monster comes outside, watch out." Hermie approached the mouth of the cave. "Oink, oink," he called. The monster dropped Clarice and rushed outside. At that moment, Cornelius pushed a giant snowball down on top of him. Splat! Working quickly while the monster was stunned, Hermie used his dentist tools to remove the monster's teeth. Oh boy. Back in Christmas Town, Rudolph told how he and his friend had defeated the abominable snow monster. Everyone realized misfits had their place too. Rudolph told Santa about the misfit toys. "As soon as the storm lets up, I'll find homes for them," Santa promised. Then the weather elf handed Santa a report. Santa gasped, "The storm won't subside by tonight. I won't be able to fly my sleigh." Suddenly, a flash of light caught Santa's eye. "Rudolph," he said, "what a beautiful, wonderful nose. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" "I'd be honored to," said Rudolph, putting on his jingle bells. "Okay, Rudolph," said Santa. "First stop is the island of misfit toys. Up, up, and away." And with Rudolph leading the way, Santa soon found loving homes for all those lovely toys. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, everyone sang, "You'll go down in history." And he did. The end.
Well, that was fun.
It was. I so enjoy when you read, Mom. That was such a cool little story, and I'm sure that all your fans out there are gonna love that you read Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
But in that story, compared to the show, one thing that was missing is at the end with the top of the tree where they can't get the star and they go, "Looky what he can do."
That's right.
and the abominable snowman puts the star way at the top.
Yeah,
Right.
It's probably one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, it is. That's one of my
It was
favorite parts
adaptive.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Mhm.
But I
So-
still love it.
But it's really, really cute. So we hope all of you out there all really enjoyed that too. So what are we drinking again?
We are drinking this Coppola, Rosso, and Bianco. That is a Pinot Grigio. Did we say where this was from? I don't
It's
even
actually
know.
from Geyserville, California.
Oh, Geyserville!
Mhm.
Do you guys remember Geyserville? We didn't know where it was. We had to look on the map the last time we drank a Geyserville wine. But
It actually is from Geyserville, and I think it was a Coppola wine that we
Oh, that's
we
right.
actually did because it
probably
is
was.
the
Mhm.
Francis Ford Coppola winery up in Geyserville.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of this wine?
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what we're
Okay.
drinking today. Thank you to April for bringing this all the way from Las Vegas
Mhm.
and sharing it with us.
That's right. California wine all the way
Yes.
from Las Vegas. So there you go. So if you like these type of videos, please consider subscribing to our channel and hit that little bell button to be notified every single time that we upload. And give us that thumbs up, because when you do that, it does tell us that you appreciate the content that we are providing. And check us out where?
On Instagram at wild_drinking_wine.
That's right. And with that,
Until next time,
until next time.
cheers.